It's my favorite time of the year. I love making this video every year just to remind everyone to start your New Year's resolution now during the springtime, during March and April, when the energy is actually back on the planet for regrowth. You know, when the birds and the flowers come back. You don't have to beat yourself up that you didn't stick to the gym when you're still dealing with seasonal depression. And it kind of gives me an opportunity to talk about our fake calendar and the real calendar that we should have had with the 28 days each month. And we would have had 13 months.
Anybody else out there finding that your New Year's resolution was impossible to keep? I'm going to say something. I don't think it's your fault. I think it makes total sense. Why are we celebrating a new year in the dead of winter? Why are we celebrating new beginnings at a time when nature rests? Animals are hibernating. Birds fly south for the winter. The time to celebrate a new beginning and a new you and a new resolution is in the spring, at the vernal equinox, when the flowers bloom and it gets warmer and the birds return. That's how nature does it. Why are we fighting nature? I mean, all due respect to Pope Gregory VIII, who saddled us with this Gregorian calendar system, but it just makes absolutely no sense. Plus, hear me out on this one. If March is the first month of the year, that means September is the 7th, October the 8th, November the 9th, December the 10th. You see where I'm going with this, right? So I'm going to say, screw it. I'm going to take the winter to recover, to rest, and I'm going to make New Year's resolutions in the spring. Who's with me?
And this is so besides the point, but I am a March Pisces. And my birthday just passed. May I just say that losing fellow March Pisces like Catherine O'Hara and James Van Der Beek really broke my heart. And Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris recently passed. He's also a fellow March Pisces. I mean, come on. We all grew up with Catherine O'Hara as Kevin's mom from Home Alone.
I am going to get home to my son.
Or Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. Coming! I loved her in Beetlejuice. Or the mother in Orange County.
I married Bob for you. I had with Bob 4 times for you. So how can you say I'm a bad mother?
Or even recently in Schitt's Creek as the mother.
All right, consider this camel's back broken. Who sends pink carnations?
She is truly a treasure and a comedic genius. Now, on the other hand, I never watched Dawson's Creek or Varsity Blues, but I do want to catch up on all of James's projects that he did, because I did listen to a lot of stuff he said, and it seemed like we have a lot of the same views and beliefs. Same with Chuck Norris.
Walker told me I have AIDS.
If I'm not mistaken, I think both Catherine and James were fighting against colon cancer, which is so scary. Get yourself checked. It's just they were both too young to go.
Hey man, Happy New Year. Bro, New Year's was months ago. That's what they want you to think. What do you mean? The real New Year starts in the spring when everything wakes up. At least that's how it's always been until the Gregorian calendar messed everything up. So how did the Gregorian calendar mess things up? Pope Gregory introduced the Gregorian calendar not to keep time, but to remind folks when to pay taxes. That's why it's called calendar, because in ancient Rome, calends was the day that debts were recorded. Wait a minute. You're saying the calendar was built for taxes? Exactly. And the whole system got thrown off earlier when Julius Caesar and Augustus decided they wanted their own months. That's how we got July and August. Well, why is February so short? Because Augustus wanted his month to be just as long as Julius's, so he stole a day from February. So they reshuffled time to feed their egos, and that's not even the craziest part. Have you ever noticed the months don't even truly line up to their names? Think about it. September, Septem, 7, but it's the 9th month. October, Octo, 8, but it's the 10th month. November means 9, but it's the 11th month. December, Deca, 10, but it's the 12th month. So they really out here just messing things up. If the calendar was actually accurate, we would have 13 months, not 12. But why 13? Because it follows the natural cycles of the moon's 28 days, which also corresponds to women's menstrual cycles. You see, ancient cultures had it right. They based their calendar based off the moon and the cosmos, not taxes. So every month would be 28 days. Exactly. And the first day of every month would always land on the same day of the week. So we're really just out here living in a system designed to confuse us. And now you see why they call it April Fool's Day.
So yeah, now it's time to conquer your goals. Go out there when the sun is shining, not when you have seasonal depression, when the birds are chirping and you have a little pep in your step, a little confidence, and really make those New Year's resolutions stick this time since it's actually the new year. I actually started my New Year's resolution at the new year, at January. I have gone back to the gym like always. I am cutting down on sugar, which I'm always trying to cut down on sugar. Another thing I've started to do is I decided I wanted to read the Bible. So I started reading the Bible and I went back to church after 30 years. That's a whole nother thing. I want to get baptized. It's not really a New Year's resolution thing. It's something personal for me, but that's a whole nother video. Don't worry, I'm not going to become like a Bible thumper or anything, or this channel. About the channel really quick, the channel is under construction for a short period of time. If you've noticed, I have privated or unlisted a lot of my videos for a short time. I'm going to put them back up. Like I said, it's just under construction for a little. I also want to, like, since my hair is grown, which I hate how long it is. It makes me look frumpy. I want to chop it off. I might do the bob again. Who knows? But if I keep it, I want to do a new profile picture. Maybe make the channel look a little different. But for now, there are some like hundreds of videos that are private right now, but they're going to be up soon. I'm going to stick to the same content and talk about the same stuff. Just as for now, they're on private. Just in advance, thank you so much for bearing with me for the next few months. Things are going to be weird over here. But yeah, if you like this one, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next one. Boing, 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 boing.